What's up, guys? Welcome back to King Course. We got a new episode this week featuring Jake Conklin, a teammate of mine, and we got Adam back on. About to get to it and get some new information this week. What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up, Jake? How you doing
What's
today?
up? Doing good, Adam. Haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, bro. Great to talk to you. Let's get right into it. All right, Jake, give us the background on you and how you got to Barton.
Uh, just junior golf from just outside of Chapel Hill. Played CGA stuff and actually played with Chris in the USAM qualifier my junior year, and then ended up coach contacted me about a week before I was getting ready to sign to another college and kind of flipped my commitment to Barton. So, yeah.
Wow, awesome.
I heard you had a junior career.
Huh?
I heard you had a good junior career.
I mean, it was okay. Had probably 3 or 4 tournaments I was kind of proud of. One was Mimosa Hills. Shot my first bogey-free round and competition play, or just regular play. The first round was still 2 shots back somehow of a guy named Zach Adams, who actually plays at South Carolina right now. And then went into the second round, shot another 68, went to a playoff at 8 under for 2 rounds with Zach Adams and Nathan Franks, who also plays at South Carolina. Both of them, I'm pretty sure, went to the USAM and did pretty big things. So that tournament I was really proud of, just kind of competing with guys like that. Um, Also played a good tournament, the NC Junior Match Play. Made it to the round of 16 without ever leaving a match. So don't really know how I did that, but did it somehow. And qualified for the NCAM and Carolina's AM at 17 years old, as a junior in high school at Biltmore Forest and Lonnie Pool. I think Harrison played in those two. So, yeah, those were probably the 3 big highlights of my junior golf career.
I think you're leaving out the regionals for high school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Back-to-back regional champ, junior, senior year.
Wow.
Beat Ethan Pascal, who's committed to UNC.
Wow. Throwing names
That's
out on the podcast.
I know. He's throwing some strays.
He's throwing some names out here right now. He's frozen. He doesn't even know what we're saying.
Yeah, facts. Zach Adams. Oh, there he is.
Ethan is shook.
Yeah, Ethan shook.
Would you consider Zach Adams or like a rival of yours?
I mean, that was the only time I ever met him. We actually,
Oh, okay.
because we went back and forth all day. And I just kind of, at 17, he made a birdie putt to tie me. And I just looked at his dad and I was shaking my head like, this is insane. Because he made eagle on 1 par 5. I drained an 80-footer on the next hole, and it was back and forth. It was actually one of the more exciting moments of my junior golf career.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about your junior golf career. Talk to me now about your first impressions of Barton College. What were you thinking?
You know, I was going there, really didn't know any of the guys, just know Chris. And the first guy I meet was a Fief. And, possibly one of the nicest guys you meet. And then met Harrison and, just another really nice guy. Showed me a hard worker. And I always kind of consider myself a hard worker. But once I got on this team, you kind of realize, Harrison, Chris, Will, Afif, we got some guys that really bust their tail, and it's kind of nice having people just pushing each other to be better, day in and day out, and kind of fell in love with the team. Really like having those guys that you just talk to, and I kind of grew up at a course that didn't have a lot of good junior golfers, so being around people that just like, there's always a game you can go play or some kind of competition. I mean, Harrison played 21, I swear, every day and draw back, and just something to keep us competitive.
So it is the team and the Barton coach the same as you expected it to be?
Um, That's interesting. I'd say the team wise, I knew Chris was probably one of the like leaders, and I knew he was very like I'd say easygoing, like relaxed dude, kind of leads by example. And that's kind of how I feel like you are too. And most of the team is kind of that way. There's not really many vocal guys. Um, but at the same time, I don't think we really need that. We all kind of know what we have to do and just get the job done. Coach has definitely been interesting. He's I kind of equate it to like me being a freshman. Still trying to learn the ins and outs of doing stuff like that. I don't exactly know where I need to be 24/7. I think coach is great. I think he has a lot of the intangibles. He knows how to, he's really good with the swing, kind of knows stuff like that, but, maybe just kind of learning the ropes a bit more. But, I've really liked the team and, the coaching is good.
Has he gotten you hit any 2-irons off the tee yet?
I did that before I came here. How it used to be, this used to be my money club. So me and him, I guess, had some connection before that.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
now let's talk about the courses. First time you ever arrived at a Wilson County facility. Take me through your experience.
So we first went to Wilson. Is me and Cam, who's my roommate. Just kind of reminded me of that, old kind of Southern style golf course. Kind of, easy, but can kind of bite you in the tail. We definitely don't have the best practice facilities, but you can get what you need done there. There's no kind of excuse. And then
How about
greens are
Wedgwood?
really good. Wedgwood. First time I went there, I, felt like I hit it great, but couldn't make a putt because those greens were something else. They definitely tripped me up. But honestly, everyone hates the range. I love it. Nice thick lush grass, just taking beaver pelts 24/7. It's pretty fun.
Well, Jake has
Um,
been to the best course in Wilson.
I have not been to Willow yet. No,
Oh, brother.
I'm not going. I'm not going out there alone. I'm not.
It's so good.
You're missing
I,
out. Let me tell
I
you.
need to go there with y'all, and y'all need to show me. I need to learn the ropes of that course.
It can get dicey.
There's a couple
So
ropes
what-
you gotta learn, that's for sure. Oh man.
There's a couple dog leg par threes.
Oh, good. I love
Four
slinging them there.
iron ropes,
Yeah, 4-iron
You know,
rope.
I sling that draw. So
Yeah.
that's fine with me.
Number 10's not gonna help because you got to cut.
Oh, ooh, dicey.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. But what's your plan for next semester?
You know, I'll be the first to admit it. I feel like Harrison too. I feel like it was kind of a letdown our fall season. I think we're a lot better team than what we showed. I don't know if you would agree with that, but I feel like we have a lot of talent, and frankly, I don't feel like we ever showed it in the tournament. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I think you
I
got it.
mean, you gotta do it.
You gotta
But
make some
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we do. But I'd like to really just start competing in tournaments again. I don't feel like I've competed in one in a while. I feel like I have the talent and the stuff to do it, but it just hasn't, I guess, clicked yet. Um, and I've kind of been that 4 and 5 guy, this fall season, and I'd like to, kind of help out the team a little bit more than what I have. I feel like I can do a lot more, and I just haven't shown it yet.
Well, you're pretty young, and as Jeff Mank said, you don't know nothing. So
Yeah, I don't know nothing. That is very
he's
true.
gonna learn.
I'll
All
learn. I'm looking to.
Let's talk about something that recently just happened, guys. The Mid Pines Amateur. Let's talk about this. Here we go. Talk to me both about you guys' experiences on the course. I wasn't there, obviously, so give me some insight.
So me and Jake started on different courses. Started on Mid Pine. He started on Southern Pines. It was a 3-round tournament. After 2 days, there was a cut to the low 40.
Okay.
First day for me at Mid Pines, it was the nicest weather out of the 3 days. So it was like 50 degrees, which was the nicest day. And I mean, but those greens were super grainy and slow. And Took advantage of me. I didn't putt the best. I wasn't rolling the nut.
Oh, how about you, Jake?
So I started at Southern Pines. Yeah, I'd say copy and paste what Harrison said. I couldn't putt out there, which tends to be my strength. But I did start off with a birdie, which I rarely do. I tend to, a little snap hook off first, make a dub. That tends to be how it goes. But first hole, I'm not gonna lie. The first hole usually gets me, but this one I piped down the center, hit a wedge 3 feet, and tapped in.
Oh, brother!
I thought it was gonna be a tournament. It was a heat check, all right. Heat check early, and that would be the only heat check of the tournament. Yes, Southern Pines was, I don't feel like it was playing all that tough. I couldn't make any of those putts you needed to get a round going. So yeah.
Well, Jake, you had 4 birdies in the first round, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I had 3 birdies the whole tournament, so
yeah.
It
doesn't. It doesn't. If anything, it makes it feel worse.
All right. Was there any Monopoly money thrown around at This'll-Do?
So not at This'll-Do, but for me, we're on the range at I'm on the putting green at Mid Pines, and Daniel Adkins, who we've had on here, and another teammate, Bill. I'm just talking with him, and I'm like, yeah, let's get a little action on this round, like get a skins game going. So we get T.O. in this.
Okay.
So we got 4 guys on this. I'm talking about skins, so I'm talking like pretty confident on the putting green. And there's people around us, but no one's saying anything. So then we get to the range, and this old guy's like, you're the one talking cash on the putting green, right? And I'm like, I mean, yeah. How much you want to play for? He's like, how much you got? I said, oh, I got a Benji in my pocket if you want to play for it. And he said, nah, but I'll get in the skins game. So we ended up getting like 8 guys in the skins game.
Okay.
Only one person paid. And no one else paid. Everyone. So we get done with the first round, and I asked the old dude, I'm like, well, before the round started, I was like, so how are you going to pay me? He's like, oh, I'll wait around for you after the round. So as soon as I'm like pulling my card in, I see him like getting in his car and leaving, like right as I'm pulling in, right after the round. So I was like, well, and he didn't make a cut.
Hate to see it.
Only one person. Eston was the only person that paid.
Eston was there.
So then mowed him back.
How do you play?
I think he was 24 over.
Whoa, brother.
It wasn't his best week, but there's definitely some positives to take away. I know he hit at least one good shot.
At least one, right?
There's always positives no matter what you shoot.
And usually he plays at the Young Am too, so we'll see if it comes about.
We'll see.
Might come alive.
It might. Jake's playing in that, aren't you?
No.
Jake's not playing in that.
No. Wish I was.
Nope. Day at the tournament was a high of like 38, and I couldn't feel my hands. I didn't have any birdies. Shot 3 over. Birdie.
No birdies. The birds weren't flying. They're too cold.
Birdie free. Too cold for the birds to go out there.
We talk about the second round?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So start on lovely par 5. Stripe it down the center. Hit a 2-iron right where you told me to. Mm-hmm. Chip it up to 3 feet. Didn't sniff the cup. And, missed a birdie putt early. But, I was thinking, you know what? We started on a birdie on the first yesterday. Didn't end up too hot. Maybe we needed a par on the first this time. Yeah. That wasn't the case. We just couldn't get anything going. I struck it fairly well, but didn't putt worth a darn. So, it's what it is. There's going to be weeks like that.
Yeah.
So the third round, I played with the guy you played with in the second round from UNC.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I won't say his name. And I quote, he called you a head case. By the way,
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
The second round.
Well, brother. Well, we'll get into that in the back nine.
Okay, we'll save that for later. He said, "Man, you need to get that guy a mental coach or something."
Oh no, he got.
Yeah, Jake. So we're gonna need to hear the story behind that because we all want to know what happened.
I mean, dude, 5 foot and in. I mean, putts weren't even sniffing a cup.
Yeah, but just because you're missing putts doesn't mean you're a head case.
I mean, I think I went.
Nah.
I think I went 27 straight holes without making a putt inside 6 feet.
Wait, but did you throw any clubs or anything?
Oh yeah, they started
No,
launching.
there it is.
Oh, how about AJ had a count?
He had a count.
Oh, that's not his name. I didn't mean to drop that.
6 probably.
Higher.
Oh no.
Hey, let me one there. I didn't do it for a while, and then
Oh my.
see, it really just started down the last 4 holes once I knew I missed the cut.
Yeah, it must. He counted. He said 10.
That is oh no. Like, oh wait, are we including club drops in that? Because I think those are two very different things.
He said, we were on the first hole. He said, I think I played one of your guys yesterday, and I was like, yeah, Jake. He was like, yeah, that guy's a head case, man. He got so mad, and then I was like, yeah. He was like, man, nice as guys can be, but man, he got mad real fast.
He said real.
He said, man, that guy Jake got mad real fast. He started throwing clubs all over the place. You hear me?
Yeah. What'd you say?
He was just saying you were throwing a lot of clubs, but we're here to help with that. So first step is to stop throwing clubs.
There you go.
So what we're gonna do is next time we're on the course, we're gonna duct tape the club and pull around with them.
So you can't throw them.
Can't throw them? Okay.
Are you in on that?
How about this? Every time I throw a club, it's almost like a swear jar. Put $10 in the jar.
Or you get a shot collar, put it on you.
That would really.
Yeah.
How good that for you?
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't trust you with that controller though.
Well, we'll figure it out. But anyways, it's time to get to the back nine.
Well, let's get going.
All right. We just made the turn. We're gonna ask you some questions. You give us some answers. We'll give and get. Man.
Yep.
Pick and roll. Adam, throw him the first curveball.
All right, let's stick to the topic of getting upset here on the golf course. All right, Jake. Question for you: is it true that you've had to break up with you're in a relationship, right? And you went to
the tournament? God, Adam, you can stop this question.
Is it true that you broke up over a golf tournament?
Yeah, I got broken up with over a golf tournament.
Let's hear the backstory of this.
Backstory. Okay. Well, go down to South Carolina, just me and her. I get screwed up in the first wave. I played my whole 9 holes in a downpour. And the rest of the day was fine. Played just awful. And then the second round, sitting on the range, hit my driver, and it sounds god awful. The kid next to me goes, "What the heck is that?" Look at the bottom of it. The whole thing's just shattered. End up going to the pro shop. They hand me this Rogue ST Max, 11-degree driver with a.
Whoa, brother. Oh, he froze up.
Oh, I'm feeling kind of bad.
Why?
Poor guy.
And so quick story is the thing liked going left.
Okay.
Whoa, brother.
It loved a little left
The
action.
quick left.
You know,
took a
and the
quick
shocking part,
Leroy.
I think I was like even par through 7 with it. And then we get to one hole and the thing just went left. And it went left.
Did
And huh?
Second round?
Yeah, second round. So this
Second
is a cut day.
Okay.
And end up making a little double or triple, you know, one of those. Grab my phone, just spike it into the ground because we're doing virtual scorecards.
Here we go.
That's
10.
and so you know how they're made like a glass at the back of it?
Yeah.
The whole thing was shattered. Like if I pulled up my phone case, it would have just fell. Somehow the phone still worked. So shout out to Apple for being spike
There you
resistant.
go.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I was a little worried when I did it and I look at it, I was like, this thing might not turn back on and I might not be able to post a score. But anyway, yeah, that tournament is the Carolinas Junior Am. Really felt like I could have done something there, and I just kind of not only did I lose it like anger wise, but like mentally I was just beaten down. Kind of had a mental breakdown, went into the bathroom and just, you know, I wouldn't, anger was there, but it was also just kind of disappointment from everything kind of. It's my last tournament. I was trying to, and it just didn't happen. Anyway, it's probably the first time I've really left what happened on the course at the course, driving with her, get back home and she texts me, it's over. And to be honest, I kind of didn't care at that point. I was,
She couldn't handle it, bro. She couldn't.
she couldn't. It is what it is at the end of the day.
She wasn't gonna be able to handle it ever. It was just.
Yeah.
She proved it to you.
You gotta handle
All right,
it. All right. So say we're walking into a let's just say like a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
We go in and bunch of
bread,
bunch of slot machines.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they tell us to leave, and then we don't, and we start getting into a bar fight. Who are you picking on the team as the first person you want to back you up, and then who would be the last person to back you up on the team?
Either you or Chris. Probably. I feel like if I can get a couple shots into Chris, like some fireball in him, I feel like he can get going.
Okay, yeah.
So I might go Chris on that one.
Some of that anger in him.
Yeah. The last person, you know what? Let me rephrase. I might go Trey. He pulls out them earrings. He's got some weapons there.
Okay.
I can see.
You can see that, yeah. Last person, between Ryan and Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's got the size, but Dan.
Yeah.
And Ryan, he's not big. I'd be scared if he goes up against someone that's like 6 foot.
Well, what about Ryan versus Will?
Oh, I mean, Will's a little bit taller though, man. I just feel like he might be able to handle somebody.
Okay.
Well,
he's got a tattoo too.
Like you're not gonna pick Rory, right? So like it's not about the character. It's just about the size.
Yeah.
It's pure size. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly right. All right. So I heard you've been going around all these fancy golf courses and stuff. What's the next one you're going to? And just list out the ones you've been to the past couple months as well.
Past couple months. Let's see. Played Greenbrier, Old White.
Okay.
Played the Sneed.
What even is the Sneed?
Never heard.
Super private, super posh, just like, and people have gone to Greenbrier and didn't even know about it. Let's be honest. That
wow.
I
had no
idea. I was not aware of heading to West Virginia and knowing about the Sneed, but I left knowing about the Sneed. And
there you go.
Let's say some Benjis were dropped in that pro shop for sure. Not only from me, but I think several of us. And then we also played I think a little place called Old Town. It's what Augusta wishes it was,
Oh,
to be honest.
wow.
As whoever that was quoted somewhere, I can't remember
Yeah.
where, but it's what Augusta wants to be, and I think that says it all, right?
Hey, I mean, I heard some great things about that pro shot. A lot of great head covers. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, hot and ready, baby, hot and ready.
So what's the next course you're going to? Give us a little sneak peek.
Honestly, don't know yet. Might hit up my local muni. I heard they did some renovations on it. Fix the cart path. So we might run up a little local muni action. I think
Oh,
that might be the play.
There you go.
You know, we can't be playing tens all day long. You can't date
You
tens all your life.
You gotta set the bar a little bit lower.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So I heard that someone named Daniel was giving you lessons on you use the bounce with your pitches.
Yeah. God, he is my Lord and Savior, man. I couldn't chip. I'll be honest. No bounce used at all. It was pure luck whether I nipped that sucker. And he just told me one day. He said, you got to use the bounce, and it.
Oh, I wanted to hear what happened next.
Come on, internet.
I wanted to hear.
Oh, this is a long one.
What do you think he's
There
going
you
to say? Oh,
And it hit me like a time bomb, man. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, bounce that, Harrison. That's a thing. I didn't know that. I did not know that. And so he just sits there, hits some shots for me, and I gotta say, he's a drive, putt, and chip champion when you watch that kid play. Met Gary Player, and I just had to soak up every bit of information I could from him.
He's the GOAT.
Gary. Oh man.
Slammer in the
Gary. The slammer. The slammer and the squire.
And the Squire. Unforgettable golf vacation. Shout out to Disney World too.
Shout out. I don't know why, but shout out to them.
Shout out to Disney World. Shout out
500 likes.
Shout out to T.O. Calling out David Langley.
Facts. That is getting juicy. Next episode,
I think we got to get T.O. on here.
That's a great idea, actually.
I'm not even joking.
What'd you say?
We're getting next podcast guest.
Oh, who's that gonna
Jake,
be?
you've been cutting out for the past minute.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad.
His phone's cracked. He spiked it.
Nah, I got a new one. It's just old. Hey, speaking of that, I'm getting a new one in. We're getting
Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus coming to town.
Yeah.
Harrison, you have any more questions before I sign off with the final?
That was my last one.
All right, Jake, question here. Would you marry Tiger Woods to win the Masters?
Married Tiger Woods just to play Augusta. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna sugar daddy me. Let's be honest.
Right.
Man's got that pitching green he's got in the back of his yard. I do it for that.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice. Got to do a lot of things, but you get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Charlie would be your kid.
Wait, Charlie would be my kid. You know what? I'd probably quit golf. I'd be like, this kid's gonna make me a millionaire, so I might even play.
Yeah.
Who
Just
cares?
teach him how to play golf, obviously.
Yeah, I'll teach him to swing like Rory. I mean, I already do, hitting slap cuts, so I'll teach him how to do it.
There you go. All right.
Well, that was fun, Adam.
That was fun, Harrison. Jake, come on.
Hey. All right, thanks for joining. We had fun.
Yep, I did too.
Catch us back
Thanks,
next
Jake.